is up to anybody watching this live on twitch.tv/Captain Slander. That's all the C's in Captain Slander replaced with a Q. No U after the Q. But welcome back, people, to another episode of the Nobody Safe podcast. Caesar's on a road trip. He's trying to reenact a goofy movie in real life or something. So he's in the car today. Say what's up to the people.
Hey everyone, I've been kidnapped.
He's doing this from the back of an ISIS van. Now, we have quite a few funny topics for this month. And I try to keep political stuff out of the podcast. But like Trump's whole presidency, this is a pretty funny meme. Donald Trump has lost to President Joe Biden. Yes, you heard me correctly. President Joe Biden. Yes. We did it.
You did it?
Switching the hands, taking the hands of this country out of the hands of a racist Republican and putting them in the hands of a racist Democrat. But that was the first funny topic. I just wanted to mention.
That's the funny topic.
Mm-hmm. That's the hee hoo hoo ha ha topic of the day. What's good, Tortoise? The next topic is Pokeprincxss. So apparently there was this adult entertainment star named Pokeprincxss, right? And Nintendo sued her and threatened to sue her and give her a cease and desist because since she was doing adult entertainment and her name was Poke, like Pokemon, Pokeprincxss. Mm-hmm. So what do you think about that, Caesar?
Well, I don't know, but funny actually has been like two, like one a company and a franchise that both sued her.
Yeah, they was they threatened to sue her. They threatened to sue her.
But I think the Nintendo didn't really do very much harsh to her, even though I think still trying to sue her like that. They still sue her, like trying to let her pay her all the money that she was monetizing their products, but
no, she didn't monetize. Like, all right, so she did like adult entertainment, like she did live streams with like cam girl stuff. That's why they were trying to sue her. And the thing that made it funny was there's about 1 billion other like YouTubers and streamers like who just do regular YouTube and Twitch stuff that have like Pokemon in their name and things like that. And she's the one that got sued. Like, for example, Pokemon, Lily Pichu. Pichu's a type of Pokemon. So it's one of those things where it's like it's kind of hypocritical, but at the same time it's not.
Yeah. I read the whole story. I didn't really clearly understand it, but I know like she was sued. That's basically what it is.
Yeah, it's one of those situations where like I want to ask why did she get sued and not everybody else, but we know the real answer. She got sued instead of everybody else because she was doing adult entertainment. That's pretty much it. That's the only reason. And I just found that funny because like I said, it's one of those cases of okay, if she gets in trouble, who else is gonna get in trouble? So it's one of those things where I feel like it's gonna be something that flies under the radar, but I feel like if anybody out there has like any Pokemon, like if you have anything in your name that deals with any sort of brand, take it out. Mm-hmm. Make an original name, people. This is the reason why I wanted to bring this up mostly was because I like to preach the idea of originality. Like 9 times out of 10, if you think up something, your name ain't original. Like I can't tell you how many people I know named Gary that say, hey, yo, what if I call myself G Money? And I'm like, there's 100 other rappers called G Money already, or 100 other rappers, artists, athletes, whatever that go by the nickname G Money. So I'm like, you're not doing nothing original. Like, try and think of something different.
I was gonna make a joke. Well, I'm gonna call myself 2 times 25 times 2.
Yeah, there's 100 people. There's 100 people with names like that. Where you looking at them like, yo, do you have an original bone in your body, bro?
No.
I don't know. It just be like that sometimes.
So do like other other people that are favorited by the company and like
What do you mean by
the
favorite?
no, I could be wrong. No, but I don't know very much about this person, but I know.
Me neither. I just know what I looked up in a couple of articles
Yeah.
I read.
But she was very shocked and upset. Like her favorite company sued her. That's
Yeah.
just,
Well,
what?
that's a Nintendo thing because of hashtag free melee, but we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
We might not go over it in depth because Caesar doesn't play Smash, but whatever.
Yeah. Smash.
Now
Never.
the next thing I wanted to go to is this is like kind of a gaming topic, but not really. Um, Caesar, how do you feel the future of cloud gaming like cloud gaming is gonna be? Because like one thing I noticed is like in terms of like games, usually certain services don't start off this saturated because with the cloud gaming wave of services, we already have Amazon Luna, xCloud, Google Stadia, PlayStation has one they're working on. Then God, Lord knows who else will pop up with one. It's it's pretty interesting. I find it pretty interesting personally that all these random different sources and things are I mean not sources, random different platforms from companies where it's like you don't even have anything to do with gaming. For example, Google and Amazon, like those
Uh-huh.
companies aren't really regarded as gaming platforms, but they do have games available on their platforms. For example, Google Play Store for apps. There's also games
Uh-huh.
on there, and then for Amazon, like you can order games off of there and move things about games. So it's like I wonder how the future of this is looking because it's saturated. Because even in terms of how the
Saturated in terms of what? What do you mean by saturated?
there's a lot
Like
of it at the start. Like, all right, when the N64 came out, how many other 3D consoles were there out?
M64. We're talking. That's Nintendo, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And how many N64s? I don't know.
No,
Tell
not
me.
how many N64s. I was saying how much competition did they have? PlayStation. No, Xbox didn't come out around that time, but I think the PlayStation was out. I'm not sure. I wasn't there, but still, and I don't feel like
Sega?
googling it.
Was Sega also
Yeah,
part of that
yeah. Oh
competition?
yeah, Sega, and PlayStation.
Uh-huh.
That's two competitors. Now, let's go back to what I was saying. There's Amazon Luna, Google
Uh-huh.
Stadia, there's xCloud, then there's
The Shadow.
then there's
That's
PlayStation. Yeah, Shadow Play for PC. So it's already five major well, I don't know if it's Shadow Play, but you know what I'm talking about. Theirs isn't monetized. Theirs is like more free, and then if you want to get the premium version, like it gives you certain extra features. But like this market is starting off saturated. Now technically, like I said, because PC had these like some those type of cloud gaming services a while back, but that they weren't really how do I put it?
wait. Was Apple part of the whole
Oh,
trend too?
yeah, Apple has one too. I forgot about
Yeah.
that. They weren't readily available for consumers. That's what I was trying to think of. Like consumers weren't they were able to access this stuff, but it wasn't as easy as let's say xCloud where you buy an Xbox and then you download the app. With PC, you had to have a PC. 9 times out of 10, most people don't have a PC strong enough to do it. Then there's the thing where you got to be on the same Wi-Fi. Then your PC got to have the right specs to run the game. Then your phone got to have the specs to be able to download the app and run the app properly and run it at a clear and decent speed. And then the idea of having to connect the controller to your phone, like for most people, you already said too much. Like that's too many extra steps. Excuse me. That's too many extra
Yeah.
steps to start playing the game for most people. Versus
Yeah.
xCloud, you turn on your phone, you go on the app, and you plug in your controller. Or I don't think you have to, but you probably should plug in your controller, and boom, it's not that hard to start playing the game. Versus with Shadow Play, like I said, all that extra stuff. Then you got to take
Mm.
into account the fact that you're playing PC games. So the fact that you have to use a mouse and a
Yeah.
keyboard complicates everything even further because it's
Yeah.
like how you gonna connect the mouse and keyboard to your phone. So that means certain games you can't play versus with xCloud and Stadia and all that. All their games are controller focused, or at least have a controller function.
It's more simple. That's basically more simple.
Yeah. I just wanted to dive into it a little bit more, but I'm starting to ramble. But
because for me, what you just said, like, nah, I can't do that. No, never mind. Bye bye. Like, yeah, just the more simpler the product, the service, like, yeah, people are gonna do it. Hello?
That's true. No, I can hear you.
No, I'm just saying, like, the simpler it is just besides like several steps, like several steps, like, it's just because a lot of people, you just said, like, that most people don't want to just do that much. They just want to just probably just buy the monthly service and then just buy a game, whatever. That's it. Or just get a good connection.
Yeah, that's also another important thing. Like it took me a while to realize that most people in the country of America, like most people don't have internet, and if they do, it's below 10 megabytes. 10 Mbps or whatever it is, megabytes per second. Yeah, Mbp. No, it's MP. You know what I mean. Most people have like 10 up, 10 down, or less. Or if you get to like the suburbs, 25 up, 25 down. Most people, basically what I'm trying to say is most people don't have good internet really. So to me, it's kind of astonishing, like the requirement. Wait, hold up, let me check and make sure. Okay, no, that's just my browser. To me, it's kind of astonishing, like how difficult it is to access these platforms to a certain degree, and for people to just be able to use them basically. Now, the way I see it, I feel like this I feel like the technology, they're gonna perfect it and get better at it. Like over time, the technology is gonna get like, yeah, that's the most basic way I could put it. Over time, they're gonna get better with it, and the technology is gonna get to a point to where it's like anybody can have a cloud streaming service. Cause like in technology industries, especially as far as what I know and what I've seen in research, like once they make this stuff easy, then it gets to a consumer level. Woo! Like for example, if you look at video editing equipment, like even if you go back to the 2000s, let alone go further back, like in the 2000s, if you even had a camera, it was probably hard to use, or it wasn't easy to use to like the fullest of its capability. And I'm talking about like, or let alone have the equipment like apertures and good lighting and stuff like that. Like that information wasn't readily available either. And with cloud gaming services, they're basically treading new ground and doing something new. So there's not a lot of prior knowledge for them to be able to go back and look and say, okay, this is how I do this and this. They basically have to fumble around in the dark and figure it out. So that's, I'm not gonna say impede process, but that just shows me that this is taking a step in the right direction, because this idea is so new in terms of commercialization for, like I said, people who just want to do things a simple way. It feels like it's gonna take a while to get there, but it's gonna get there. It's like it's going back to the thing I said when Google Stadia first came out. I had told, like, before Google Stadia came out, I was like, look, this idea is very new. As soon as Google Stadia comes out, it's gonna pull the Division 2 is gonna come out and it's gonna flop hard. But after it flops, when technology advances and they get further into it.
No, I'm saying like games are coming out. Like it was like Assassin's Creed Odyssey. It was like Division 2.
No, I'm not talking
Destiny
about in
2.
terms of like gameplay. I'm talking about in terms of what happened with not Division 2, the Division 1, where when the Division came out, like it wasn't like a new idea or anything, but when it came out, it was terrible. But like people who I've talked to and things like that have played Division, like they say over time, like as they updated it and did more things with it, it started getting better, like over time with updates and stuff like that. So that's what I mean by it's gonna pull a division.
Yeah, yeah. Like online only game, right?
I believe at first it was
No.
online only. I know. I heard from somebody that now they
Hello?
have. Hello. I know I heard from somebody that now they have kind of offline mode, but before they didn't basically.
Yeah, that was my second game that I still haven't finished.
You finish at least you finish your game. Now to and this is kind of relevant, kind of not relevant. Like, all right, so on PS5 they have a new feature where, I mean, yeah, PS5 they have a new feature where if you're in a lobby, let's say you're playing a game or whatever, you can actually record whenever somebody is talking in the party chat, so that you can actually record whenever somebody's talking in the party chat. So let's say they're saying some special boy gamer words and things of that nature, and saying some not safe for work things. You can record it and submit it to PlayStation and have their account like banned or whatever, so that they could face repercussions. And what they did is there was when the PS4 got its quote unquote final update, they're saying like they warned people like, hey, if you're in a party chat with a PS5 person, you might be getting recorded, you know, because the feature they added, they basically can shadow play you now, which
What's
is
that? Shadow play? Never heard that term.
That's on PC. It's like an application where I think it's like Control G or something like that, and it records like the last, let's say 15 minutes of whatever your screen was doing. It records the audio and all that. So what people would do is, let's say I'm in a Discord chat with my friends and somebody says something like, let's say somebody says some unintentionally gay shit, right? And then I shadow play it. What it would do is go back and record the last like 5 minutes of conversation, and I'd be able to like
shadow play, like,
yeah, I'd be able to have like whatever they said, like footage. That's basically what shadow playing was. And like some people used it for evil, like I described, and some people used it for good.
Some people use it for good. What does that mean?
It means what I said. Some people use it for evil, some people use it for good.
Well, you can pirate it there?
Pirate what?
Like when you're doing shadow play, you can pirate. You can pirate shadow play. Like, you can pirate games or something.
No. When you shadow play, it just records everything you're doing. That's all.
Oh, it's like what's the bad part? Like I don't understand.
Like I said, if you were to say something you didn't want people to hear, like you didn't want everybody to hear, somebody could shadow play it, and now they have recorded footage / recorded proof that you said what you said. Yeah, now you getting what I mean by people.
Like, you said this.
Word, it's like, oh, you didn't say that? Alrighty, let me pull up the footage.
You say you're gonna kill me?
Like, oh, you didn't say that? Are you sure about that?
Here. You said the N-word? Oh, here.
Like, this footage says something a little bit different. I swear to God, there's no vodka in this. Anyway, on to the next
that's funny.
Topic.
That's funny.
On to the next topic. I don't know what you're talking about, sir. All right, now we get. So there was an article going around about how in Britain, it was the UK. I remember the UK. I don't know like the complications between London, Britain, all of that stuff. But basically, in the UK, when people were shipped their PS5s, instead of actually getting their PS5s, what they would receive was random household items. So, for example, you ordered a PS5, but instead a toaster showed up at your door. Pretty sure you'd be angry. Didn't have any real reason to share this other than the fact that that's kind of funny. Now, like from the details I read, long story short, I think it's an inside job. I think there's a few people working at Amazon, maybe like turned in a blind eye to things and stuff like that, and selling the PS5s out the back on like eBay or something and splitting the money up. I don't know exactly. I'm just talking out my booty cheeks, and I'm talking allegedly. But from the details that I read, it sounded like an inside job, and I just wanted to share that because it sounded kind of funny. But on to some more 100% strictly gaming news. I wanted to talk about the struggle to cop a PS5. Like, Caesar, do you have a PS5 yet?
No, no.
Drop a like
Tell me.
on drop a like on this video, or rate this podcast 5 stars if you never had a PS5 in your cart, or if you got it in your cart and it got deleted out.
What? Delete it out? What do you mean delete it out? I don't get that.
All right, so when you, let's say, go to Walmart, like,
Uh-huh.
because of the bots, like the scalper bots going in and
Wait,
buying
wait,
up
wait.
all of.
Before, like, to find the scalper bot, I couldn't really understand what that is. Like the bot and scalpers. Is that?
So basically, what they'll do is they'll pay for bots, like programs, and it'll go on the Walmart website and it'll buy however many PS5s as fast as possible. So like these things will go on and order like 8 PS5s and have them shipped to your door in like 10 minutes. I mean not 10 minutes, in like 10 seconds. So before 10 seconds pass, these bots done went in, added to cart, and then checked it out before you could even before a human person can even do half of that stuff, even with their information preset. These bots go in and they do all of that stuff in less than 10 seconds. So
So these are like you tell these bots to you tell them like, hey, not like literally, but like
yeah,
if you want to buy, like, I'm gonna say Assassin's Creed, like, hey, I want to buy Assassin's Creed, and like the bot, like, and you said it takes about 10 seconds. Like, you have to give all your information, like your credit
yeah, like you
card.
plug in all your information and within
Yeah.
10 seconds it already
Mm-hmm.
has that.
Yeah.
So the reason why I made that joke about like this video, well, that's not really a joke. You better like this video because I know you didn't have a PS5 in your card if you're watching this. But basically what would happen is the bots would go on there and they'd order up all the PS5. So whenever a human, like a regular person just trying to buy a PS5 for themselves, whenever they would try to order a PS5, they'll try and add it to the cart, but the bots would already have all that stuff pushed through shipping and processing, to the point to where all the bots would crash the website. So somebody like me, who's just one person, who without a bot, I can't go in and input my information that fast. Like, the bots are inhumanly fast. And then on top of that, the bots, they can load up everything faster. I cannot. They can push through stuff, despite if your internet is good or bad. They can push you stuff way quicker than I am. Way quicker than I can, because like I said, I have to humanly, like, for them to refresh the page, it just sets in a line of, it just activates a line of code, and less than 5 seconds the page will less than 0.5 seconds and the page will refresh. Me, I have to physically take my mouse, move the cursor over the refresh button, then click it.
So basically, we have to manually, like, try to put in our information.
Yeah.
While we can just put our information with the bot and then tell it what we're gonna buy.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is, and it takes like that.
Yeah, like literally as fast as you snap, that bot already added it to the cart and got it shipped and got an email confirmation to you. So like a minute after the link goes live, the Walmart website crashes. Like, the whole website crashes because of the bots. So I could not, and that's not just Walmart. Walmart is like the bot's main target, because their reCAPTCHA system, it hasn't done anything, and before their reCAPTCHA system, it was even worse. And the best thing you could do is sit there for 2 and 3 hours and reload and reload and reload, and then every other time that it's not like that is like not a bot and stuff like that, and you try and go through and buy it, guess what? It's probably like every time it isn't like just the bots and it's people, then it's probably something where they activate the link like 5 a.m. in the morning, or like 12 p.m. at night. A.m. in the morning. Well, morning, night technically, but still, it's like they do it at that time, and 9 times out of 10, I'm not awake because I have a normal sleep schedule. I wake up like around those times. So even if I am awake, then I'm probably just waking up, and then I have to run to my computer, open up the website when the link is active, go on to the website. Then I gotta add it to my cart, put in my like. By the time I do all of that, the bots done ordered it already, or people ordered it already 100 times over. So it's hard out. It's tough out here. It's tough. It's tough in these streets. It's tough in these streets.
So it was like too much. It was too much for the system or something.
Yeah, when I tried to go to GameStop and buy it physically, which I was gonna make a vlog of it, but I'll just insert the footage here into the podcast.
Okay, I had to walk out into the street. What's up, y'all? Now, your keen eye may have noticed that it is dark outside, correct? Not just because I'm here, but because it is 6:01 a.m. Because that's when I last checked, like a minute ago, and I'm about to do some of the most utterly dumb shit I've ever done in my life, and sit outside a GameStop and try and cop me a PS5 like an officer, but don't know if I succeed. But we gotta go out there with a positive mindset, the opposite of how I want to beat a COVID. Know what I'm saying? Got the Trukie on deck. You feel me? From last night, yesterday, technically, because that was the day that Thanksgiving was on. You still can't see me. This camera got me looking like I'm dark, like I'm Tyrese Gibson, like I wasn't born a light skin or something. I'll update you on the situation and basically vlog two things. It's pronounced pecan, not pecan. I don't know what the fuck a pecan is. Pecan pie, and yams are fucking gross. Well, hold on, let me zoom in. I did not expect there to be this much of a line. Or if that is a line, I'm not sure. I can't really tell. But if it is a line, wait, hold up. If it is a line, well, fuck me. If it isn't, hey, let's go. But I think it is. So hopefully I get a PS5. Probably won't, because that line is long as fuck, and niggas be camping. So yeah, I'll update you later. Hopefully my car doesn't decline either. Okay, yeah, so let me zoom in. They got plastic from there all the way down there. Let me be real. Probably not getting that, but let me be hopeful, because I know I'm finna get that. Speak it into existence. Positivity only. Yet another failed attempt at getting a PS5. Am I PS surprised? No, I'm not, because I said it earlier. They said that, like, the employee came out and said, broad daylight, there's no more PS5, and niggas is still in the line, and there's mad police over there. Like, over there, there's, like, where is it? Like, oh, I was pointing at it. I'm a dickhead. They got all that police. They were, like, niggas dead ass trying to fight the employees and stuff because there were no more PS5s. I mean, niggas said it mad long ago, but still. What I should have did was pretended I was back in middle school and just skip the whole line, but that would be rude. And nobody wants to deal with rudeness while trying to get a PS5. Because I'm trying to PS stay alive, not PS die. I'm just going to say PS before everything I say. PS, this fucking video's over. Like, subscribe, share, you little
Bruh, like, they only had something like four PS5s. What? Like, if you didn't camp outside of GameStop for like the last 24 hours, 48 hours, you weren't getting a PS5. So I came there like, oh yeah, the store opens in an hour. I'm thinking, because where I live, like, that GameStop isn't really that popular and nobody goes there. I'm thinking that if there is anybody on the line, it'll probably be like 10-15 people. Nah, I go there, the line is literally up the to Lowe's. Like, if you know what I'm talking about, the Five Towns Mall area, that GameStop line was past the Kmart, past all of that. It was at Lowe's. I looked at the line, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give it a chance, because you never know. But 9 times out of 10, I'm a realist. Nah, B. So I waited. 7:10 came. I looked at the time. It was 7:10. There was no more P. As soon as I heard P, I just walked off the line. He didn't even say PS5. He said, there is no more P. I just stepped and walked away. I was like, yep. It was a nice experience. I talked to some people online, you know, crack jokes and stuff like that. But I was like, I'm a realist. I ain't getting no PS5, and I'm not trying to stand online and buy an Xbox. So, yeah, we are rare. We are rare. I did add some stuff about how like in general, mostly the this console launch, like those notes are like referring to different specific events about how this was like the worst console launch there is. Like the CEO of PlayStation waited until like now, and like he recently released a statement saying like he'll never release a PlayStation in a midst of a pandemic. And me, I'm sitting here like, really, nigga? Really? You're the CEO of PlayStation. You are the CEO of PlayStation. I am a regular person who has never been the CEO of a company, and I've only had one job that technically isn't a job, working at a company in an office type of position. You knew that the PS5 launch was going to be poor. Y'all were not able to produce enough consoles to release it. Y'all just wanted to compete with Xbox because Xbox is made in America, so they have more than enough consoles to sell to people. So like there are bots buying Xboxes, but it's not like with PlayStation.
So,
nobody wants an Xbox.
Did he excuse himself for that? Like,
no, that's what he said. I don't remember the exact quote, but it boiled down to, dang, maybe I shouldn't have released it amidst the pandemic. You think? The way I'm sipping on that fruit punch, you'd swear there was vodka in it. Anyway, like I was saying, like this is one of the worst console launches ever, and then PS5 came out.
Who had the worst? Wait, so who had the worst console launch? Was it Microsoft or Sony? Like who?
For this generation, I think Sony might have. I think it's kind of even because nobody wanted an Xbox, and the PS5 has a slew of day one issues. Like for example, if you're playing Spider-Man Miles Morales and you put your console to sleep while it's saying quick resume, it'll brick your console. It's like a lot of while you're playing Spider-Man Miles Morales, if you put it in sleep mode and turn off your console, it'll brick your console.
Wait, what?
Yes, it bricks your console. It was a lot of weird stuff like that. Like there was a glitch with Demon Souls where it would cause your PlayStation to just keep restarting. The SSD, like the storage on the SSD, it isn't expandable. Like basically the feature's there, but you just can't use it because PlayStation locked it. Like they locked the ability to use the feature, and it won't be unlocked until a future update. So the SSD inside the PS5 that has 600 gigabytes, you can only use those 600 gigabytes unless you're loading up PS4 games. You can't load up any PS5 games off of an external hard drive, which I can kind of understand that because there's like what, 5 PS5 games out right now, like Bug Snax, Miles Morales, and stuff like that. Also, Bug Snax is a shit game. I just had to say that. Like I've devoted my life to slandering Bug Snax because it's kind of a good game.
I don't know. I don't know. This is a copyright phrase, but does PS5 get a donkey of the day?
PS5? Nah. It doesn't get a donkey of the day. The PS5 CEO, he gets donkey of the day. Definitely, he does get donkey of the day. Maybe I shouldn't have released my console mid-pandemic. Like, what? Nigga, you wanted to compete, right? Compete. Knew they had not developed. They didn't have enough PS5. They know they didn't have enough PS5s to go around, but still wanted to do a PS5 release because they wanted that juicy sweet holiday season money, right? Instead of producing more consoles and pushing it back to 2021, nah, y'all niggas wanted to compete, right? Yeah, y'all gonna get sales, but it's not gonna be like if it would have been in 2021, 9 times out of 10. Because like one reason why I heard a few people saying they shouldn't sell it in 2020 is because like people are nobody's gonna buy it because nobody has a job because 2020. But I look at it like, hey, look, that doesn't make sense. There's a lot of people with their light bill unpaid, but the PS5, but fucking 100 billion per. I had my words, then I lost them. What I was trying to say is there's a lot of people with their lights off and a pair of J's. That's what I was trying to say, but my brain just started confusing the words and jumbling it up. I don't know if you've ever like heard that story of should I get these new J's or should I pay my light bill? But there's a lot of people who think like that. So I was like, no. And the PS5 memes with the free marketing that gave them, I was like, I have no doubt that the PS5 is going to sell and that it's going to sell well. But it's going to sell to scalpers, not humans. And like me personally.
Scalpers?
Yeah.
Wait, scalpers? Wait, what's the difference between the scalper and the bot? Like, I'm confused.
The bot is like the program that scalpers use. Scalpers are like the people who actually make like the humans behind it that go on eBay and list it so that it can be sold. On eBay and stuff like that. Yeah.
They're gonna make them.
And like I feel like me and you have two different opinions about scalpers. And you know me, I'm a contrarian by nature. So what are your opinion on scalpers?
If I'm right with the term, is that like a reseller for like
a reseller?
Okay. Well, me, you know, I'm not a hardcore reseller, but
No, I was saying, what's your opinion on them? Like, good, bad, why?
It depends. I'm just gonna say it depends, you know. But to me, I'm not a hardcore reseller, but
No, I'm talking about in terms of what they're doing. Do you feel like what they're doing?
What are
if it's bad?
Like they're buying the console and reselling it? Like
yes, they're buying the console for $500 and then reselling it for $800 plus.
500 and 800. Oof.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's probably bad, maybe. I don't know. That's their business, you know. They're trying to do business. Yeah.
Me personally, I can understand why somebody would say that they're bad. They're taking a product and selling it for a price like 5 times its worth or 2 times its worth and whatnot. But me personally, deadass, if I had the money, I'd be doing it too. Because I look at it like it's one of those things where you gotta ask if somebody's familiar with the concept of supply and demand. People want this product and people are going to buy this product. I know people want it because it's hard to get. It's very, very hard to get a PS5 right now. People want PS5s right now. So what am I doing? Selling PS5s. It's as simple as that. I look at it like 9 times out of 10.
Really, basically, scalpers are everybody, man. You can a scalper.
Not really.
Okay, wrong.
Not really. Scalpers are people who like go out of their way to like buy up the consoles and sell it at a profit and stuff like that.
Yeah, but not everybody. I mean, it could be the person around the corner. That's what I mean. That not everybody can do it.
Like anybody, yeah.
Anybody.
Like I said, you gotta have the money to do it, but it's one of those things where that phrase "scam money don't make no money" comes into play because like once you buy the PS5s, you know you're getting your return of investment. Like that's guaranteed return of investment, bruh. Cause like a new console generation happens like every 10 years or so, like at least 5 years apart in between actual new console generations releasing. The last time a new console generation released was 2013. And with the secure the PS5 memes, I can guarantee you that there's gonna be somebody who buys it. So with me, I feel like somebody who does that is just making a good business decision. instead of like somebody who's doing something evil in a way that most people who I hear talk about like scalpers and things like that paint them. They mostly paint them in an evil, you menacing person type of light. I'll give Caesar a second.
Okay, go.
Give him a second. Yeah, I'll let you finish your conversation. I promise this isn't vodka. I don't have a problem. Well, while he's doing that, hey, if there's any of y'all that play like Smash 4 on Citra or like Wii U or anything like that, please hit me up. Also, another thing, if you haven't already joined the Discord, link is down below in the description. And if you're watching this live, !Discord or !Arena to get all the links you need. All the links you need, sir. You got what I need. You got what I need. You got what I need.
Yeah, a little dangerous area.
Yo, you good?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Shit, you need me to record the evidence?
No, we don't need to. We're gonna cover it up.
Alright, just let me know when you good.
Yes,
I'ma just sit here and wait. Sit here and wait. I'm gonna open up my Citra emulator on the side. You feel me?
Hello, I'm here.
Oh, you good now?
Yeah, I'm good.
Alright.
Yo, go. Good.
Alright. So, for Spider-Man Miles Morales, you didn't play it, right? Correct?
No, I didn't play it.
Alright, and for Bug Snax, I already declared it was trash. So, did you hear about the Melee community cease and desist that happened recently, or shall I have to inform you?
Inform me. Never heard.
Alright, so basically what happened was Super Smash Brothers Melee, like, you know, the popular and super famous game, Super Smash Brothers Melee, there was a tournament called the Big House 9 where Nintendo, I don't know if you heard of the situation of MLG 2008 where they took away the streaming rights and things of that nature, but alright, I'm back. What was I talking about?
You were talking about cease and desist? Something? A company?
Yeah. Alright, so Nintendo sent the Big House 9 cease and desist after they were about to film and stream a tournament of Super Smash Brothers Melee, but they were doing it using what is it called? A mod, basically a mod of Dolphin called Project Slippy that allows you to play online with rollback netcode, and basically it's way better than Ultimate, you know, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, because I don't understand how one guy working on online for a game can make better online than Nintendo, a multi-million, probably billion-dollar company that can hire the best of the best programmers and pay whatever price they inquire and get them to make good online, you know, versus one guy in a basement doing it for free. So basically they were going to use that service to make the tournament happen since in 2020, because, you know, because of the I think they flagged the R word, the CR word on YouTube, so now people are saying vid. So like instead of getting the going out to these local tournaments, risking getting the vid. What people have been doing is they'll host a tournament and use stuff like Project Slippy or play the meme that is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate online lobbies, and they'll do that instead of having people gather in public and do what they need to do and risk catching whatever they could catch. And I mostly wanted to mention this because I feel like a lot of people don't realize that Nintendo's a company, and me controversially so. I more so support Nintendo's decision than go against it in terms of like they're staying consistent. Like they had a goal in mind and they're doing everything they can to achieve it, which is kill Melee, kill Brawl, kill Smash 4. They want to make sure that every game they released, that every prior game that they released for dead consoles, they do their best to make sure that that game dies so that people want to buy the newest version. Because if you think about it, like they can't really make money off of Melee like they can Ultimate. That's why I feel like they made Bayonetta overpowered on purpose. I feel like they realized what happened with Meta Knight, and then they released Bayonetta and said, yeah, we want this game to die as soon as it's finished so that people will be like, man, I hate this game. Let me buy the next game because it's better and it doesn't have so-and-so being super broken. I feel
So
like...
So basically, they just want the minute, like the moment they release the game, they made it popular, and they want to make it. They made another game, and they want that game they previously made to die out, like die.
Yeah, basically. That's what I feel like, and I feel like for people who are spamming hashtag free Melee and hashtag like whatever, I want to really ask those people to consider, like, look, the past 3 times Nintendo did online, it was trash, but that's something completely different. How many times, like, there was a document and a statement released where somebody was detailing about how, like, Nintendo was doing a lot of stuff to behind the scenes to kill the competitive scene, which would make them more money because, like, one thing I always go into and break down is that Nintendo versus the competitive community is going to be an infinite stalemate because, and Smash is a fighting game. I don't care what the fighting game is about. If it's a fighting game, there is a competitive scene for it. There's a competitive scene for Kirby fighters. There's a competitive scene for the Super Turbo Hyper Street Fighter. Basically the one that they like purposely made everybody broken in. There's a scene for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure anime fighting games. There's a scene for fucking Dive Kick. There's a scene for Footsies. There is a competitive There's a competitive fighting game scene for every game that there is out there. Nothing is going to make them is going to stop the people who are part of the competitive community from being competitive. But at the same time, like from Nintendo's end, they've already expressed that they don't like the idea of the competitive community growing because most of anybody's given community is a casual community. For example, Caesar, you play games, right?
Yeah.
Well, actually, that's a bad example because Caesar, you're a developer. Well, Caesar, you listen to a lot of music, right?
I think so. Yeah. What?
So, like, you listen to like music albums and stuff like that. I mean,
I just listen to music if it's good. You know, I don't know.
Yeah. So, Caesar, tell me what's the difference between a minor ninth and a minor seventh?
Oh, no, I don't know.
That proves my point exactly. So, as you just mentioned, you listen to a lot of music, but you don't know how that music is made. Same thing with Smash in the competitive community, if that makes sense. A lot of people like who play Smash don't really like think of it in a competitive aspect. They think of, yeah, I just want to go in, turn the items on, and play as Mario because I've played a Mario game before and it was pretty cool and fun. So I want to play as Mario and punch Donkey Kong in the face. That's how most people view. That's how most of the people who buy Smash view Smash. And I heard a lot of people saying like, what if Nintendo came through and they provided setups and they provided money? It's like, but then how does Nintendo profit from that? Because they're charging people to get into the event. Like, casual players are basically most of the people who buy the game. Most people who play Smash don't know what a dashback of Smash is. They don't know what a Dacus is. They don't know why shield stopping is a dummy good mechanic. They don't know why shields are terrible in Ultimate versus why they're good. They were good in Smash 4. They don't understand ledge trumping. They don't understand pivot grabs. They don't understand the difference between a standing grab and a dash grab. They don't know the difference between a hitbox and a hurt. There's competitive people who don't know the difference between a hitbox and a hurtbox. Most of the people in the community do not fall under the competitive category. Therefore, appealing to the competitive category doesn't make sense because that's not who they make money off of. Versus, let's say, Street Fighter, for example. Street Fighter is designed to be a competitive game. Therefore, that's why they market to competitive people, because that's who's buying and playing the game. So it's one of those things where it's like a lot of people like aren't looking outside themselves and looking at it from Nintendo's perspective, which is a business perspective, and looking at which one would make Nintendo prosper more. Because like, besides Brawl, Ultimate is very, very, very casually focused and oriented. Even with the little bits and pieces of competitive stuff that's in there. Like, if you play Ultimate and then you play all the other Smash games, like, Ultimate is like a baby game in terms of doing technical stuff. Like, doing a lot of the technical moves and different things like that in Ultimate really aren't that difficult compared to, let's say, Smash 4 or 64, God forbid Melee, even Brawl. So it's like very, very, very like casual. Like, it's just one of those things where it's like, why push a whole bunch of money and manpower into supporting the competitive community? Why? So the competitive community can grow and everybody looks at this game as more of a sweaty game than they already look at it as? Nah. That's like hustling backwards, basically. So yeah. Caesar, any closing thoughts before I start talking about music and things like that?
Say it again?
I said, any closing thoughts before I start talking about music and things like that?
Basic things? What?
I said, any closing topics before I start talking about music and other things like that. Oh yeah, you did put a topic in the.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, what was it? Go ahead, go into that. Because I watched the video and I looked up something about it and I was kind of confused.
Which one? Tell me. Which one you were confused?
There's something about a guy diving underwater to like get away from the FBI or something like that.
Yeah. So what happened? Okay. So basically, it's very funny. But so what? The reason why he's arrested for, because he created a Ponzi scheme, and what happened was he was withdrawing $35 million from investors.
Okay.
Much of detail, but I know he was keeping a lot of money to himself, and with his call, and what happened was his colleague got arrested first, and then later, and I think you know the story. When everybody was close to him, he used this water scooter. A water scooter.
Yeah, that's the part I remember. Like, he used
like,
a water scooter.
Basically, this product like, swooting with your hands. Like, you just use that machine. You're like, it drives you like something like an action movie, like a spy movie. It's
basically like the if you've ever seen the engine on a motorboat, for those of y'all listening, if you've ever seen the engine on a motorboat, imagine that but with handles on the side. That's basically what a water scooter is. All right, keep going, Caesar.
Yeah, that's what it is. So, but it only goes about 4 miles per hour, which is basically you can like it's like a walk speed. That's like the
speed of a dang, what was it called? Like they called the sky. Oh, hoverboard. That's like the speed
Yeah.
of a. That's a little bit slower than a hoverboard because hoverboards on average go about 10
Yeah,
to 15.
but like the stupid part, everybody couldn't found him when he was getting water. But the only thing they can track him by the bubbles that were coming out of the
Yeah,
scooter.
cause he was underwater and stuff like that. Oh, so
But
that's what it was. He
the
was
thing
running
is,
a
he thought
Ponzi
he,
scheme.
yeah, he runs a positive, but he was caught. But he thought he could escape with his scooter board underwater. I don't know how deep he went, but he thought he could completely escape underwater. But the thing is, the only how they tracked him by the bubbles that
Yeah,
were
the bubbles that was coming up. Thing about that is like I wonder if he thought about like besides the fact that this thing is only going 4 miles per hour, bro. They have helicopters and scuba divers. They can just jump in the water with a net if it's really that serious. Number one. Number two, bro. What were you gonna do when you started when you started running out of breath and it felt like your chest was collapsing? What was he gonna do when he got to that point? That's my question. Like
I have no idea.
like when I heard the swimming out of water part, because I didn't understand why they was chasing him. When I heard the swimming out of underwater part,
Because he was doing a
I was like,
consulting business. He was because he was doing a consulting business or something. He was a consultant, but he was withholding a lot of money from investors, and that's how he was getting caught. Him and his colleague. But yeah, you were saying.
yeah, like I was saying, like that's one of those ideas where it's so bad, you don't even tell the person that it's a bad idea. You just ask them, why did you think this idea would work? Like is like this idea just is all multiple levels of just. So let me get this straight. Like that's just how you start off the conversation. So let me get this straight. You thought
But at go never mind.
no, keep going. That's all I had to say.
No, oh well, and then he just because he was caught in California. He went to this lake. I don't know how cold it was. Like very cold.
Wait. He went in a lake?
Yeah, a lake.
That's even worse. Cause bro, you
was
like
probably,
the thing. Wait, hold on. So he tried to escape in a lake. Lakes are enclosed. Lakes do not lead to a river. Lakes do not lead to the ocean. All they had to do was hop in a helicopter, fly to the other side. Where are you going? Where are you? What are you running?
Yeah.
Like that's what that was. That was one of those situations where it's like, why are you running? You have been caught. Why are you running?
Like it wasn't an ocean. It was a lake, man.
It was a lake, bro. So if you were able to go to the other side, they have helicopters. They don't have to chase you. They just fly over you. Like GG's got them. What you gonna do? Turn around? Police are on the other shore. The police are over there too.
But the guy's not. He's not calling me fat. It's like 4 miles per hour for real. 4 miles per hour. Think about it. 4 miles. That's not 20 miles per hour. Not 30 miles.
Where
not
like
15
20 miles per hour.
4 miles per hour.
20 miles per hour. You might be able to do something. You're not going far, but you'll be able to do something. If you're smart, you can get away with 20 miles per hour. But 4? Where were you going? To the corner store? Like, nigga, what? This man was taking a leisurely stroll across the bottom of the ocean along with Ariel under the sea. Head eyes. I don't know.
Yeah, and then the guy, the YouTuber, he referenced like, oh, this guy was borrowing from like the movie I forgot the movie name.
Yeah, National Treasure. He was like, this man saw Nicolas Cage National Treasure and really thought he was finna get away with doing that in real life. Like, yeah, it's a movie. It's not real, bro. This man really pulled wait, hold up. I seen this in a movie once. Like, oh God, here we go. Like I said,
Yeah.
like when they get him in a police car, like I know them officers, like everybody in a police car had a nice laugh on way to taking him to holding and stuff like that. Like they were just sitting there like, wait. So let me get this straight. You thought I know. I mean, I wouldn't have worked. I never worked for Snitch Base, but still, in the event that God forbid I was, that would just be a good laugh. Like, yo, what's wrong with you? But any other closing topics?
Well, another one. Did you heard the mysterious monolith in Utah?
No.
Okay, so there's this strange monolith. I don't know. So basically, what happened was give me a second.
No, you good.
Yeah. So what happened was, so the one of the park sheriff or something like that. They're so basically what they found because they're in a helicopter. So they found this mysterious monument that was in the middle. It looks like in the middle of nowhere. It's some kind of like canyon or something, but it's like down to Utah, close to
Uh-huh.
like Nevada, I think. But you know the Space Odyssey, like the monolith.
Yeah, because I'm looking at it now and it looks freaky.
It does look freaky, but that's like so. What that happened when they were on a helicopter, and one the guy was, "Hey, look at that right there! Look at that strange thing." And they went around and they come down and they so three of them got close and like they were looking around, but it's very strange. I don't know who put that there. Maybe some kind of hoaxer that they made a joke like, "Hey, if one of us disappear, we're gonna run. We're gonna run the hell out of here." Because
Yeah, because the
like,
way it looks, it looks like
but people can find it there. It's like it's in like red. It's called
Yeah,
Red Rock Country. That's where it is. But it's like this is very. It's like this perfect silver monolith.
yeah.
Like people are joking about, oh, this is this alien or something? That's what.
Probably the
It,
aliens are trying to make contact with us, and our dumbasses over here making memes.
yeah, yeah, but that's it.
2020
That's
is
it.
wild. All right. I don't have any other closing topics other than a couple quick music reviews. BK the Ruler, you know, the maker of the hit song Tweaking Together and Summer and Fago. I thought listening to her album, her latest body of work, Nirvana, would be a good idea. Now, I haven't listened to any
Wait,
of her.
Nirvana, is that the band? Is that the
No,
name
no,
of?
no, no. That's the name of the
Okay,
album.
okay.
The artist name is BK the Ruler, but she made a project called Nirvana. When I say this album, when I say I heard this album and went, excuse me, what? I would like, if you hear her other, like the other couple songs that I mentioned that I heard from her, Fago Tweaking Together and Summer. Like if you hear those songs, then hear literally everything on Nirvana, you'll go, something's off right there. Something's off. Because like when I heard people saying that the album was trash, I was thinking, maybe I was trying to have a positive mindset. I was like, maybe it's just like one of those things where it's an acquired taste and it didn't appeal to specifically their taste. Nah, B. It was terrible. Now, out of the work that I did hear from BK the Ruler, it was good. But that album made me want to smash my head into a wall. I don't know what she was thinking on half of those songs. And also another quick music review for Baby Pluto X Pluto or Pluto X Baby Pluto, whatever the fucking Frankenstein is called. It's nothing special. It's what you expect from Future and Uzi. Future is over here, yeah. I slapped her in the mouth because she asked me for some food. Future being Future, And the Uzi, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I got hot ones dropping in the coupe. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, I don't play with that boy. I shoot that little dude. That's pretty. I pretty much just gave you the whole album for
Where you
free.
at?
You're
I'm gonna be out
welcome.
there.
Oh
So,
wow!
yeah,
Wait, you can
those.
buy you have to buy it to listen to it.
No, I just listened to it on YouTube like a normal person.
Oh, okay.
And I wanted to also review the babies, do a quick review of the babies album and Meg's album, but for Megan Thee Stallion's album, I didn't listen to it, and the babies neither. I'll try and remember to do it for next month podcast, but I'm not sure if I'll remember. But anyway, yeah, those are the closing topics, and we're about to hit the outro. Caesar, cue the outro.
R.I.P. everyone.
Hey.